Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you watch my vlogs, you know that I'm going to New York this weekend. It's my niece's 40th birthday, so we're all going there to celebrate. So I thought, perfect time to make her a card and to videotape it. So honestly, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I've got some paper colors here that I want to combine on the card front, and I want it to be a 5 by 5 inch card. I just love that size of cards. I don't know why. So kind of like that combo. And so I made an envelope or an envelope with my Stampin' Up! Envelope maker. This thing, love it, because you can custom make the size of your envelope for whatever card size you're making, and I just love that. So I did that already, so I'll glue that all together when I get all done. I think that's the one. Yeah, this is it. So I'm going to start off by cutting my paper, my white cardstock, 10 inches by 5 inches. So now I've got my card made 5 by 5, and I made sure it fit in the envelope I made. And so then I just glued it down with my ATG gun. So I've got my envelope already, so I'll place it aside. Now this technique I'm going to do is so easy. You guys have seen it a million times. It's just tearing and gluing stuff down. But I've got so many embellishments that I want to use. I don't even know. I think it's probably because I haven't made cards in so long. I found these paper clips at Michael's, and her name is Gina. So I got the G. There's several G's there. Some twine, some very pretty flowers, and then that paper that I showed you. So I'm just going to start off by just doing the tearing of paper. You know, let me see. Yeah, I'll start this way. Just gonna have a whole bunch of torn pieces, kind of like so. There was just a video actually, Michael's We Can Do It or something this week that's going on. I'm just gonna glue them as I go because I know how this technique works, so I don't have to worry that jeepers, what if it doesn't look torn? You know what I'm trying to say. So I'll just glue that right there, and I'll just trim all the odd ends in a second. And I'll do the same thing with this one. I think I'll have these flowers going up like that. Trying to have some color in between that's a little bit more bold, you know. Just because she's turning 40, she's not a senior citizen, for heaven's sakes. 40's like the new 20, I say. Because 60 is the new 40, so she can't be the same age as me. That's my story, and I am sticking to it. Yeah, because 40-year-olds just don't seem that old anymore. I don't know about you guys, but they just don't. They don't seem old, or whatever old is supposed to be. Now, I believe this, every time I look at them, they look different. This is the top, and this would be the bottom. Oh, it's reversed on both sides. That's why. Doy, Monica, doy. So it doesn't matter what way you tear it. It's going to be the same thing. So I'll just continue on like that till I get all these on here. So I have all of my elements all together. So this is how my card front came out. And if you'll note here, I let the torn edge be shown on the very last piece that I tore. These ones, it's all hidden underneath. So it could have just in fact been strips of paper, but tearing is easier. So I've got these. I'm going to be using these flowers. the G with the paper clip. There was a little tiny, you can see that little blue thing, and that was actually attached to the G. So I cut it off. You can barely see a little tiny bit of blue there. The twine, and then this paper here, it's from the same, it's called Sweet Nectar from K and Company, and one of the pages had these numbers on it, so I cut out the 4 and the 0, very subtle. And then I've got half a doily. I have some lace. This is like sticky lace that's going to go down here or here, not sure where. And then I think that's about it for right now. But what I'm going to go ahead and do right now is distress all the edges with Distress Stain, and it's called Old Paper. I'm just going to try it on a scrap piece of this paper just to see how it's going to come out and look. Oh, it hasn't been used in a long time. Hold on. So now you got to get this. There we go. See, it's kind of a, almost like a grayish old paper, kind of like a diluted gray paint, kind of. Can you see that? So just gives it a little, that's the color. Just to give it a little bit of distressing. So I'm going to distress the flowers. See, just a little bit all over them, so they all don't look so shiny and new. And tone down some of the brightness. Although for this card, I do want it to be a little bit bright and happy. And I'll finish up with all the flowers and everything else. And I'm going to cut the corners here with my corner rounder. I'm just going to use the 1/2 inch corner rounder here. I love cards that are corner rounded like that. So I'll go ahead and get all that done. So I use a Distress Stain all the way around the edge. I think you can see it there. And I glued 1/2 a piece of the doily down and the lace down right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this card together. The first thing I'm going to glue down is this G, which has been distressed. And I want to put it down in such a fashion that it looks like the clip is clipped onto the flowers, but it really won't be because you can't really clip them onto the flowers. So I will do that, and like so, kind of like that, and I'll use my glue gun to do that, which is right here. Yes, I'm really excited about going to New York. It should be total fun, fun, fun. Everybody's getting all excited. We were talking about it all today. We were at a family birthday party for my grandson. So all the girls that are going were talking about it. And yeah, we're really looking forward to it. New York will never be the same after we get finished with it. There. Now I'll trim this after because I'm just not quite sure what it's going to look like underneath. So I'll make sure it's all out like that. Okay, so then I want to put the 3 little pink flowers that have been distressed kind of in a triangle. A triangle, not a triangle, but a triangle. And then the other 2 just kind of fit in there, you know. So these are kind of actually acting as one flower, these 3. I just thought it'd be a little bit different than having 3 big flowers. I would have these little ones act as one. Just to give it a little bit of a different look to it, you know? Okay. I'll put that right there. So that's really, in fact, in my mind, one flower. So then I'll do 2, and then I'll do 3. And you see how even though they're little, that's the grouping. I want to fluff them up a little bit, actually, these guys. There. I was looking for, trying to get a card that was very pretty, you know, like in the colors and happy. Shouldn't be sad about turning 40. That's a wonderful thing. I remember when I turned 40, I was so excited because I actually thought, you know, now I'm really, truly nobody's boss. I'm the boss. Like when you're 40, it's like, it's not like you call your mom and ask her for stuff. You're 40. You know what I'm saying? Although it's still okay if you do, but you know, you're kind of like becoming wise. And you're coming of your, you are becoming your own person, or you are your own person. So, okay, so I've got the 40, and I just want to lay it over here, but I'm going to put a little banner of text just right down there and lay the 40 on top of it. So I've got to grab some text. So I was very, very excited when I was looking through my music. I found something, and it was something party. What was October's party? So I just kind of cut up party, and it's not exactly straight. And then I put that stain on it and made a little banner. And I'm just going to glue it right kind of over here-ish. It doesn't necessarily have to be straight. So I'm going to use my ATG gun. I want it nice and flat. So it kind of all looks like it's all part of one big piece of multicolored beautifulness. I love just making a card like on the fly, you know, like you don't, I never pre-plan I can't even talk. I don't pre-plan my art journal pages. I don't pre-plan my cards. I just kind of go with wherever it takes me, and then it's more fun. So see, that says party, which we are going to do. And then I have the 40 here. And remember, I don't want anything to be really loud, like saying, "You're 40!" So I've got these little tiny pearls. So I think I might just glue that down flat and put the small little pearls on each corner. And we'll see how that looks. So I'm just about all done, but I thought, seeing it was a special birthday, I was going to spruce up her envelope. So I took a whole doily, crumpled it all up, used that distress ink on it, and it kind of went through to the other side more than this side, but it still looks okay. And I'm just going to adhere that to the front of the envelope, kind of as a label where I can put "To Gina." And see, it tore a little bit, but that's okay. That just adds to the distress look of it. And I will put that in the corner here. Actually, I think I'll do it here. I'm going to put some flowers in the right-hand corner this time because on the card front they're in the left-hand corner and it won't make the envelope so bulky. If I were to put everything here, it would be really bulky. So I've just got 2 little flowers. I've got a little tiny yellow one and a little tiny pink one. And then I'm just going to tuck the J in behind like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that with my glue gun. Just to add a little bit different on the card front, you know, I mean, it's not every day you have those big monumental birthdays, you know. So I'll put the G there. And now I will glue that little yellow one here. And just a little pink one here, just for a little extra belly. And then I'm going to write to Gina. And my family always knows if the card's from me, there's 2 things they know. First of all, I will put to Gina. And she spells it with an E. Gina. And I always swirl like that on my cards. Always. So they know it's from me. And then I've already written my message in the card. So I've got it all written in there. And so there's the card all finished. Stamped it on the back, made by Monica. So I'm going to see how I wanted. If it's going to be bulky on this side, then let's have it balance on that side. So, or we'll have to put it in this way. I was not thinking. Anyway, so I'm going to put it in. I should have done it on the other side, but that's okay. It's not that bulky anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive down here first, just to seal the card. I think it's such a pretty card. Oh my goodness. I'll seal it down so it won't be open till her birthday. And then I'm going to put a seal on it. I've had this, I think I've mentioned this before, I've had this since I was like 12 years old, and I've had my own seal. I lost one of them, but my nickname is Moon, so this one is a moon. And I think I'll use black wax, this is sealing wax. This isn't just regular wax. It has a really cool smell. I love the smell of it. It's just this cool, neat smell. And it melts different. It's a totally different substance if you've never used it before than any other kind of wax. It's really hard until, of course, you melt it. And then when you seal it, it seals very hard. And so it just makes the card just that much more special because they know nobody opened it but them. It was made just for them. So I'm just about ready now to take my seal. Make sure the moon is facing the right way, and I will put my seal on this card for her birthday. There, and the moon is on there, see that? And this will harden in no time. So it's her card's all ready to Gina, the G, and you saw the inside card, and the seal is on it. So that's my card making for today. I had a beautiful candle burning. It smelled so good. It's like, I think it's called butterscotch or something. Oh, it just smells beautiful in here. And this time I had it way up there because I've got paper scattered all over. We do not need a fire in the craft room, you know. So thanks a lot for joining me on this card making day. And we'll see you all next time. Bye.